This is why I like coming in the morning. The tomatoes and their dew. Looks like little diamonds when the sun comes up. And they just sparkle in here. My system just turned off, so we missed the waterfall sound. They just all decorated for the morning. Life is good. Good morning, everybody. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm out here. The system just turned itself off. It just got done watering, and all the tomatoes are just sparkling with little diamonds from the water this morning, and the air temperature's changing. We had a really, really hot day yesterday. It was almost, I think it was 85. I think, what is that? About 28, 29 degrees Celsius. And it, I was a little bit disappointed because we've been so cold, and then we didn't really get that transition from cool to warm. We went from cold to hot. And a lot of people actually right now, when you look at videos and stuff, a lot of us gardeners are having problems with either it's too cold, too wet, or too hot, or it's just going back and forth. So our weather's going to be crazy this year, and the only way around the crazy weather is trying to outsmart it. Now, you can only outsmart Mother Nature so much, but you can sometimes control what you're doing. So yesterday, it got so hot so fast that it burnt my lettuce right down to the ground. And so part of the little raised bed of lettuce, it's just gone. It's just completely dried up, burned up, and there's some that are fine that are closer that got the afternoon shade, but the parts that got that hot afternoon sun, which we don't usually get at this time of year because my lettuce would have already been gone, it burnt to a crisp. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put umbrellas up because I had just planted some of my lettuces. I have to look at the videos. I think it's 2 weeks, and those are established pretty good. It only burnt a few of them, but I planted some lettuce at the beginning of the week. It was not supposed to get this hot. We were only supposed to have one hot day, and so far now we're going to have two, and today's even going to get hotter. It's supposed to get up to about 86, 87, and that would be around 29 to 30 degrees Celsius. So it's a cooking. I'm going to do this, get this done, and then I'll come back, and then we'll do another speed video because I love speed videos. I love slow-mo TV too when I'm eating dinner by myself. But I love speed videos because people can see what they've done, and it might be an 8-hour day, and you can get it done in 5 to 7 minutes for an 8-hour day. This is how crazy it is. The ground is still cold. I can still feel cold through my gloves when I get down, when I'm mixing that soil up. So the ground is still cold. I'm gonna need to go get about probably 4 bags of compost today, and so I can fill that bed up enough to put tomatoes in it. There is very few worms. There are very few worms in that soil. It just didn't get fed because I did not get, I didn't do what I did to that other bed, and I just didn't fill it up. I filled that bed up because this one needed some help, and I knew it needed help. I didn't do anything to it last year other than, no, I didn't even grow potatoes in it last year. Last year I grew potatoes in the farther one. I'm gonna have to go look at my pictures. I don't think no, I grew onions and leeks in this one. Okay, no, I'm good. I can grow potatoes or tomatoes in that. So, okay, so the potatoes are in that bed, the lettuce is in that bed, the squash is going in that bed, and the tomatoes can go here. I'm hot, and I'm thirsty, and I think I need to go take a quick drink and go run around the yard and see if I have any compost. What I just put in there was a bag of coco coir. I think I got 20 bags, I think, last season, and that's what I built all my raised beds with, is I put some coco coir in there. That's the only one that didn't get any last year because it was already planted with my leeks and stuff by the time that they were giving the coco coir away. There was a whole bunch of it donated, and they couldn't use it, and the bags were splitting. That's why I had to put it in by wow, I'm just sweating, by buckets, because the bags were split. So that was the last bag I had, and that went in there. Oh, wow. So now I think I have 2 bags of compost that I can get on there, and then I'm going to run to the store before it gets too hot. I did get my big tomatoes out. These are the Heinz tomatoes, and I did get those out here. I did 6 of them, so they should do pretty good. My lettuce bed is looking like it needs to be picked again. I'll probably come out tomorrow morning. Well, actually, it was cold today, so... Hi, honey. Guess what I brought you? Coffee. Okay, so...
I measured it out to 8 foot, about 8'2".
Okay,
from
but
post to post.
But
so
did you know what way I wanted to do it?
This way?
Is that the way we're going to start?
Let's go look.
So, the strawberries are up. Finally got them outside. And they're doing pretty good. I had some dead flowers. They dried up pretty bad because of the heat. So they'll like it out here a lot more. We're not getting cold anymore. I think the lowest that we're getting now at night is about 48, 52. I think that's going to be about as, unless we have a cold streak. But my English lavender is coming up really, really well. It smells so good. It's my backup celery. Doesn't look like, oh, my corn's coming up. There's my corn. And what are all these? I can't read upside down. But none of the other stuff is perking up yet. But it did, we went from heat to cold, unfortunately. And that's my celery that just got burnt to a crisp that day. It was so hot out. Well, actually 2 days. It just burned it. So, but it's attempting to come back, and I had a couple of hydro backups, so it didn't hurt the lettuce because the lettuce was under the shade cloth. So the lettuce did not suffer from the heat, but the poor celery was just in the beating sun. And the rest, as you can see, I have shade cloth up over this hoop because it just gets so hot. But the strawberries, excuse me, Strawberries are doing good. This one's just loaded with strawberries. So I have my meter out here. I'm going to come out and check and see. This one got hot. You can tell it got hot. It even feels funny. And I think I have all the, I think I got all the flowers picked off that burned. Let's see, that dried. Let me look. Nope, so you can tell, I'm going to pick that one off. You can tell that the flower, it didn't even get a chance to flower. I'm going to try to open this up. I'm looking through the camera. This is very tricky here. And it's just brown, which means that, I mean, it's flat. You don't even feel a seed in there. So that got too hot. There was a couple of flowers that, in this one too, you can see that. There's nothing that's going to come of this. It's just, it got too hot, where the flowers should, you know, look like this, and what happens is the heat just burns them and they just shrivel up. I think this is another one that got burnt real bad. They don't like to unshrivel. Yeah, it just got too hot. So and you can see they got sunburned too from just coming through, and a couple of them just got sunburned really bad. So let me see here if I can stand up. I gotta get my grape cut back. So that is what it looks like underneath this section now. So it's got its shade cloth up. You can still see through the trees. So the shade cloth's up. John and I did all the bending. He bent it for me, and then we screwed it in to the top. So, and what I did was I went up down so I can get through here. And this is just my Kratky bed, and actually a place to have all my extra stuff out here in the shade. Except for the poor green tote that just got nothing but sun. Oh, so exciting. But that's what you can do with cheap stuff. You can have masses of strawberries for not very much money. I need to go get some more clothespins because I think I have 4 pots left that just need to be clothespinned. Hi everybody, it is Wednesday. It's 20 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees Fahrenheit out here in my greenhouse already. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, I have been very busy this last week just trying to tread water. It's been crazy. My husband, John, got a different job. He's working a different shift, and I'm having a hard time adjusting after 20 years of him working the same shift. And I was usually up in the morning. Now I'm trying to get up in the morning, but only getting a few hours of sleep because I'm getting broken sleep. It's a little bit different, so I'll get used to it. I just won't see him. So anyhow, so today I'm going to go out and I'm going to get everything watered this morning. I need to pot up my, what are these? These are my different sunflowers. They just sprouted. Oh, it looks like only one cell didn't work. And one cell, nope, I got everything in there. So I'm going to make sure that I get these potted up into a bigger pot. I need to get 3 hydro buckets in today also of my cherry tomatoes. I have a yellow, I have a black cherry, and I have Gardener's Delight that I want to put on hydro. And so those are the 3 smaller cherry tomatoes, and then the rest are out of here. What else do I have? Oh, my beans. I gotta show you. So, my Lazy Housewife beans, it looks like, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's a set of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 so far have not come up. That one right there, you can see he's just starting to come through. I don't see the soil moving on the other ones yet, And my cucumbers, I only have one cell that did not work. Now, this is the germination rate. I put 2 seeds in each cell on the cukes. I only put 1 seed on each cell in the beans, but 2 seeds. I only got 3 cells out of 2, 4, 6, 8. 3 out of 8 that 2 cucumbers grew. So I'm glad I put 2 seeds in each one. So those are going to get a feed today. And what else do I have? The lemon balm needs to go out. My peppers are still struggling, but I had a feeling they were because we've been cold again. But these next few days we're supposed to warm up, so the peppers should start kicking into gear, I hope. The tomatoes are doing fine.